Hello everyone, and welcome to probably one of my first gameplays, or let's plays, whatever you want to call them. And we are going to be playing Okami, and the demo's playing. I've been wanting to play this game for a very long time, but I never got the chance to play it, and I saw a copy of this game on the PlayStation 4, and I was immediately intrigued, and so yeah, I just decided why not and try it out. I do hear a lot of good things about this game, and how much everyone loved it. So, this is my first time playing, so, without further ado, gosh dang it, without further ado, let's begin. Okami. This is gonna be great, I can tell. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kameki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg, sorry I can't read, was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks. Its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. Interesting. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. I don't know how to say that name. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by the wolf's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plummed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shafties squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by the sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nag stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leaped with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was still steel. The blade left nary in scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped onto his knees, fatigued and gasped for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, I guess, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, the wolf leaped toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, this spectacle continued. The spectacle, I think? I don't know. Shiranui summoned gust of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui's sharpened claws glistens. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, I guess, covered its gashes. Majestic coat dyed crimson stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. This is a very long introduction. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glittered off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face its adversary, channeling all his strength into his scared and battered arms. He leaped ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hand like a puppet on a string. One by one, Oroshi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in the lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword has christened and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale, and most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this I can't say the name. The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness into the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. I gotta say, this has got to be the longest introduction I have ever seen in a video game. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood sprayed sequoia. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly ray become our hope as you guide us all. Okami, I'm just gonna call it the Wolf Okami. Such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of that is Amaterasu. Amaterasu? How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness into my heart. Sniff. Puppo. She's tired. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, The world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please, use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh. Phew. What on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Izun. Wandering artist Izun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Oh. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Izun. Don't make me use my prize sword. Oh God, Denko Maru against you. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyways? Oh great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kameki village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us to the right path. Down the right path. Only your awesome powers can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sequoia girl sure said some weird stuff. The village spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Alright, so we enter through that portal. It's been a long introduction. Where are we? It's got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. L1 changes your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Alright, and here is the gameplay. After that long introduction, hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be restored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Good to know. This is an introduction, so things are starting a little slow. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press X to bust them, with your head. Legend of Zelda up in this bitch. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that any time you see something you can break. I am a furry, so thanks for noticing. I do have to admit, the visuals looks really good, even for a game that's really, really old. Whoa, hold on there, furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high, gotta be a piece of cake. Press X to jump, then press X again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. What's in here? You obtain Holy Bone S. Amateratsu's favorite snack. Restore 3 units of solar energy. I was about to say, press X again to do a double jump, and yeah, that wasn't the case. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard, huh? Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Amy? Amy, I like it. Listen, Amy, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called oh fuck, I'm just gonna call it painting. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine powers. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? We're just gonna have to find out. Run, Wolfie. We can swim, but we can't progress any further. River of the Heavens. River of the Heavens. They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Run, little Wolfie. Run. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look, are those stars forming a pattern? Or is it just me? Nope. They are. There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Nothing. Bah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Pressing R1 to hold the brush then square to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Well, it's no use just sitting around thinking about it. This time the great Izun's gonna put everything he has into it. Bah, I know this is the right way to do it. Press R1 to hold the brush, then tap the square. I sure spent a... Oh. We did it. It's a dragon. And he has the same color patterns as I do. Why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, Yagi, I'm gonna try and learn these names. Yamagami, god of the Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land from men, and now lies in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. A time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of the stardust. Wow, that was Yamagami, the god of red... Blah. Wait, so you have the power of painting now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible technique? We got a trophy, yay. Yeah, I know. Wait, there was new dialogue. Ah, shit. Anyways, I'm gonna paint? Can I paint? Wonder if I can. Whoa. A river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? It was me. I drew it. Let me draw it again. There, much better. Anyways, we're coming at a closing end. That's gonna be it for the video. I'm sure we're gonna get to the more better stuff in this game. This is the introduction, so things are starting very slow, and yeah, they can't just put us in a fight immediately, so I can appreciate that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos. This is going to be a series. I'm enjoying this. I love the visuals. They're like really good, even for a game that's like really, really old. Anyways, enough me talking. This is gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that howl, and I will see you in the next video.